This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and this is my Del Mar Saturday video for Saturday, August 19th, 2017. We're going to do the 8th race from Del Mar, the Grade 1 Pacific Classic. For 3-year-olds and up, 1.25 miles on the main track. We have an 8-horse field. Your morning line favorite is number 8, Arrogate. He's even money. He may go off less than even money, but based on his last start, we don't know which Arrogate's going to show up. Now, prior to last time, he was sensational. He burst onto the scene last year in the Travers, and in that Travers, he ran away with that when his final rating was through the roof, well into the 160s, is today's Racing Digest number. And then after that, the Breeders' Cup Classic was his next start. His final rating, 150 plus. He ended up rolling in that race, beating California Chrome. After that, he ran in the Pegasus at Gulfstream Park. Again, 1.25 miles on dirt. He won that one nicely. Again, getting his final rating into the 150s. And then last time, his time prior to his last start in the Dubai World Cup, he blew the brake. He rallied nicely, beat Gun Runner. Excellent start there, too. So he's been very difficult to beat at 1.25 miles, and he looked like the world's best up to that point. Then he returned. His first start back since the Dubai World Cup was in the San Diego at Del Mar last time. He was the overwhelming favorite, never picked his feet up. So there's a question now of his recent form. Is he going to be the Arrogate of old? If he is, if he can earn that speed rating into the 150s or 160s, this race is over. He's going to win it for sure. But we don't know what he's going to do. He only fired a 108 final rating last time. Like I said, never picked his feet up, never looked interested in running. His recent workouts have been solid enough to suggest that he could rebound. He probably doesn't have to be at his absolute best to win this one, but he certainly needs to run better for trainer Bob Baffert and Mike Smith. So he's certainly a rebound candidate, but he's not going to offer any value. I'm going to actually go with his stablemate, number 2, Collected, as my top choice. He's been sensational this year, 3 for 3 since returning from a layoff, and won all 3 of those races at Santa Anita. He got a 152 final rating, winning a little stakes race in his first start off a layoff, jumped into the graded ranks, stretched out to 1 mile and an eighth, got a 156 final, winning his second start in April, and then in his last start on June 24th, Grade 3 at Santa Anita, ended up, again, getting a 155 final rating and strong pace ratings as well. His CPR ratings, his fire ratings well into the hundreds in his last 3. So all his ratings have been spectacular this year, and he's never been better. He's working sensationally again for this, so you would expect that he should run another big one. It's just a question of does he want to go 1.25 miles. He's not as good as Arrogate, but he's not miles behind that one, and if Arrogate, again, stubs his toe at all, Collected, I could certainly see him going right to the front in here under Martin Garcia, attempting to go wire to wire. Accelerate, number 3, will be my second choice. He ended up beating Arrogate last time out in that San Diego. He put blinkers on. He got a 155 final rating. That wasn't a fluke, though. This horse has been very consistent prior to that one. He was typically earning his final ratings into the 140s. But last time, through the roof. Maybe the blinkers helped him. The combination of Arrogate not showing up, blinkers on, he freaked. He ran away from the San Diego field that day, getting a 152 CPR, a 102 fire rating. All of his numbers were very strong. He's got early pressing versatility. Victor Espinoza rode him well last time, and he's going to ride back. Now, Arrogate is certainly going to be the one to beat. He's my third choice. And then a couple of long shots that could end up hopefully finishing in at least 3rd or 4th and spicing up the exotics. Curlin Road for trainer Doug O'Neill. This is a much improved 4-year-old gelding by Curlin. Flavien Prat jumped aboard last time, and he won the Grade 2 Cougar the second. That was a nice 1.5 mile victory, winning that one by a nose. And you look at his last 2 final ratings, much better than his other final ratings. He got a 140 last time, a 134 before that. His CPR ratings in his last 2 strong as well. He's an off-the-pace threat. And then a 3-year-old in here, number 4, Sorry Eric, 30-1 morning line for the DeZormo brothers. He's improving. They claimed this horse for $20,000 earlier this year. He's been an outstanding claim. He's run well in a couple of 9-furlong turf races for DeZormo. And in between that, he ran in the Ohio Derby, ended up finishing 4th. But that Ohio Derby was a productive race. IRAP came back, the winner of that race, to win the Indiana Derby. Your second-place finisher in the Ohio Derby was Gervin. Gervin came back. He won the Haskell. So that number from that Ohio Derby was strong, and it's proven to be a productive race. Sorry, Eric came out of that race to win on the turf course at Del Mar last time out. Class is certainly a question. I don't know that he can really beat horses like Arrogate, but certainly one that you could look at in here. So here's here's my top contenders. So number 2, Collected is my top choice. Number 3, Accelerate, my second choice. Number 8, Arrogate, my third choice. And then throwing 2 horses underneath, number 4, Sorry Eric, number 7, Curlin Road. We're going to make a win wager on Collected, a quinella with Collected and Accelerate, and then a trifecta. We're going to put Collected, Accelerate, and Arrogate in first and second, and we're going to use just Sorry Eric and number 4 and number 7, Curlin Road in third, and then a superfecta. Collected, Accelerate, Arrogate in first and second, all in third, and then just number 4, Sorry Eric, and number 7, Curlin Road in fourth. Hoping one of those 2 long shots can sneak into the trifecta or superfecta and maybe spice up the exotics a little bit. If you're interested in this complete digest from today'sracingdigest.com for the Pacific Classic Day, you can go over to today'sracingdigest.com, click on the products page. There you will find tons of information in that complete digest. Also, if you're interested in my full card analysis each day from Del Mar, you can find that as well at today'sracingdigest.com. That'll wrap up this week's video. We'll be back next week with another stakes race from around